What's going on YouTube? Ben here, Player.net, and today we're taking a look at the ECS Z97I Z97I or Z97I-Drone, pardon me. This is of course a m-ITX motherboard for the 1150 socket from our friends over at ECS. So yeah, it'd be quite interesting. As I said, it's the Intel Z97 socket. Oh, pardon me, it's actually a micro ATX. The Z97i threw me off. It's micro ATX. I do apologize. It's got support for dual channel DDR3 RAM up to 3000 megahertz. It of course has the HD 8-channel audio and gigabyte LAN and all that type of stuff. On the front here, we can see I almost kind of want to say this is supposed to look like an ECS. You kind of see an E here, a C here, and depending on how you turn the box, you may see an S there. I'm not quite, I can kind of see it myself. I don't know which way to turn it. Of course, it's got the Elite Gaming branding, as said, it's for the Intel Z97 Drone gang, and it also, of course, lets us know it supports the Intel Core Inside processors, Windows 8, and it has Sound Blaster Cinema 2. So that'll be real interesting to see. Now, of course, a few little things going around the side, but not too much of interest. On the back of motherboard boxes is where most of the fun stuff is, and this is quite nice. I actually like this. It's got a nice look to it. We've got the main image of the motherboard here in the middle. Specifications list down here in the bottom right. Over to the left on the bottom, it lets us know, of course, it's got the Intel networking, gaming X8 USB ports. Of course, it has an M2 SSD slot, and the Sound Blaster Cinema 2 to give us a bit better audio experience, which is always nice. Now, coming off from the main image here in the middle itself are a couple of like almost bullet points, if you will, of what ECS wanted to bring to our attention. Here, next to the 8-pin power connector, there's a hybrid digital PWM. Ooh, sorry, God. It has dual advanced MOSFET design. It has icy chokes. There's an exclusive heatsink design that features. I'm still trying to decipher what that logo is. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be ECS, but depending on how you look at it, it almost looks like a face with a pair of eyes as well. Like it's I like it. I think it's definitely a bit different than most companies, so I like it. And then of course we have our superior Japanese capacitors and all that to make sure that this is as durable as it can be. But all that aside, let's go ahead here and see. Let's go ahead and get this out. So we got some nice packaging here. As you can see, there's a box on the inside, again with the ECS logo, Elite Gaming, letting us know this thing is battle ready. And I'll tell you what, I got a case for it. Console killer. Here we come. Oh, Lord. It's my first time opening it up, so things are a bit stiff. As you can see, we're immediately greeted with the motherboard itself, which I'm going to go ahead and set to the side for just a moment. I'm still not sold on this motherboard yet. It says it's a micro ATX. I'm still not quite sold on it. Alright, inside the box we have 1, 2, 3, 4 SATA cables. I would imagine these to be SATA 3.0, 6.0 gigabytes per second cables. Yeah, SATA 3, 6.0 gigabytes. We have a nice I/O shield, which has the padding on the back that a lot of companies are now starting to do. It's quite nice to see, actually. I like it. And then there's a bit of a hardware installation guide and a user guide that, of course, inside is where we'll find our driver CD. Now, of course, as always, everyone recommends you go to the website, download the latest drivers, make sure you're up to date. Companies include those just in case, because you never know. Hey, somebody might not have the internet in 2014 and they might not want it, so they need the driver CD to so they can get up and running. Putting all that to the side, and pardon my chair, it is annoying as all get out. And we will have our look at the ECS Z97I-Drone. Now, as you can see, I'm still going with m-ITX. Like, I'm not, I mean, look, here's my hand. There's the motherboard. Like, can you know what? Why don't you guys hold on just a second? I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and we'll take a closer look at this motherboard. Alright, so here it is in all of its glory. And again, I don't care what the packaging says. This is not a micro ATX board. There are some easy tell signs on it, to put it nicely. Yeah, this is definitely a mini ITX board. So if you are interested in it, please make sure that you want mini ITX. Now, as mentioned, it has support for the dual channel DDR3 up to 3000 megahertz, which is normally going to be in some type of overclocked mode. That's fine. Running across the top here, we have a front USB, another front panel connector, USB 3. There's some clear CMOS right in here. We have our 24-pin power connector here. Then we, of course, have things like our M2 slot, CMOS battery, the chipset heatsink, which has the nice little ECS logo on it, which actually, though it appears to be put on a bit crooked, I don't know if that's just me or not. I don't think it is. I don't know if that's intentional or not. It still looks nice. We have 5 SATA ports here. There's a couple of fan connectors here. 8-pin power supply plug for the CPU. There's another little mini heatsink here around the MOSFETs to help try to keep those cool. We of course have the 1150 socket. One thing I would have personally have liked to seen is a different style metal around it. I would have preferred a black of some sort, any sort really. That's silver, whatever it is, just doesn't quite set it off for me. We of course have our PCI Express Generation 3 X16 slot here. And moving around to, well, yeah, it's not very hard to do, but moving around to the back, we of course have some USB 2.0 ports. There's a DVI port here and what appears to be an HDMI and maybe a full-size display port. I can't really see it from here. We have 4 USB 3.0 ports and our gigabyte LAN port right here, as well as our 8-channel audio with our SPDIF, like I call it, out and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to test this bad boy. As you can see, it's nice and small, and I'm actually looking behind me at the case. I'm going to put it in first, which is quite nice. This is going to be my first mini ITX review, and it's going to be our first review for this company of the case I'm going to put it in. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Please give me some feedback. Let me know how I'm doing. And yeah, stay tuned for more content in the near future. Thank you.